everyone. So last night I came up with an idea for a video, and there are a lot of questions that I don't get asked very frequently about my music, but I would love to answer them anyway. So I'm going to interview myself. All right, if you're ready, we'll get into it. First question. Fuck, marry, kill your albums and EPs. So this is a fun one. I think I would make love to Love in the Body Eternal, because that is just kind of the vibe of the record. It's very sensual, it's very heartfelt. I would kill Seductive Reasoning, not because I don't like it or anything, just because it's only 4 songs. And I would absolutely marry Faith and High Fidelity because I produced that entire joint. Start to finish, songwriting, beats, mixing, mastering, recording. I don't recommend it, but I did it anyway. Favorite song off each project. Honestly, the songs that I gravitate towards are not the ones that do the best commercially or even the ones that have the most intricate vocal layers or whatever. It's usually just the ones that presented a challenge when I was making them. So for Seductive Reasoning, I think my favorite song is Scarlet Roses. For Faith and High Fidelity, it's actually Archaeology. Not just because I rap, but also it was very hard to write that song. And for Love in the Body Eternal, I would say You Damon. It's not an easy song to sing. It makes me choked up sometimes, but I wrote that about some real shit in my life and some real themes of grief and trauma, and I think it came out beautiful. All right, next question. If you could collab with any deceased artist, who would it be? I'm so chaotic for this. I really just wanted the opportunity to mention Pop Smoke, and I would say Amy Winehouse, but she'd blow me out of the water. I could say Jeff Buckley, but I'd be lying for clout, so Pop Smoke. I'm sorry, I thought somebody with no taste said something. Okay, if you could collab with any living artist, who would it be? Trick question, because I'm doing features right now. So all of you, I want to collab with all of you. Please. Who inspires your vocal style? I actually had to get myself out of Lana Del Rey's vocal style because she was so influential when I was growing up. You can still kind of hear some of it in my vocals, but I'm trying to get out of that. When I was younger, I really wanted to sound like Florence and the Machine or Evanescence. I was really into the heavy rock female aspect. And I like Maluma as well. I have a lot of his songs memorized, and I saw him live in Connecticut one time, and it was a blast. All right, what was your first musical project? I was in a band in high school called Spanish Refrigerator. We had some really great songs together. It was a 5-piece band, so drums, bass, guitar, trumpet, and me. What was the first song you wrote? The first full song I ever wrote was called Lovely Little Vice, and it was a really fun song to write because I didn't have a lot of lived experience at the time. I was kind of like a sheltered suburb kid, and so I wrote it about the TV show Supernatural, but all of my bandmates thought it was about drug addiction. But I was the straightest edge kid at the time. I wouldn't even touch a pot. Times have changed, obviously. All right. What or who inspires your songs? Lovers, some real, some imagined. I also tend to draw inspiration from situations where I feel I've been personally wronged, and the only way I can get that across to the other person is through song. I am trying actively to bring things into a positive light because nobody wants to hear me complain about my life all the time, and I'm grateful that some of you guys do. What's your desert island album? This one. If I were deserted on an island, I don't think I could go without this album. It's got this insane lore that you could dig into for hours, and I have. And I think just the album from front to back just spans the range of human emotion. Hozier is a fucking genius, okay? And if you're not on the wave, you're a little late, but we'll still have you. And last question, what are you looking forward to about your next project? Aw, you're so sweet for asking, thank you. It's a divergence from the genre that I've been working in, which is R&B, but it's also simultaneously very true to me and true to form. It honors my roots in rock and recontextualizes the R&B aspect of me in a wider landscape of sound, essentially. I think of it kind of like a rock opera. And if you like me, you'll like seeing how much I've grown and how much joy I have the capacity of having, you know? So anyway, that was 10 questions from me to me. Have a good rest of your day. Love you so much. Bye.